हाय मेरा नाम मुजाहिद तोरवाली तो बुनियादी तौर पे स्वात पाकिस्तान से तो सिडनी यूनिवर्सिटी में तोरवाली जिब में PhD को Hi, my name is Mujahid Torwali and I'm a second year PhD student at the University of Sydney, and I am an international student from the Swat district in the North Pakistan, and my PhD is about the description of the Torwali language along with the sketch grammar for the purposes of teaching in the schools. Basically, my research is very unique and different ways. The first thing is that for the first time, someone is doing research on the Torwali language and he is from the Torwali community. So it's happening for the first time that being a Torwali speaker, a Torwali community member, I am studying my mother tongue, which is very unique. In the past, some foreign researchers, they have tried, but what I can see, they have failed to describe the language. Actually, the importance of this research is not only for the Torwali community or for the Torwali researchers or for the Torwali teachers and students, but the importance of this research is for the broader indigenous communities and for those researchers who are indigenous and they want to preserve and promote their languages through language description. So this indigenous practice will play an important role in the future, especially for those people who are indigenous and who are working on indigenous languages. This because I have used a very indigenous way during my research, which is only possible when you are doing research with indigenous communities. So this is not only limited to the Torwali community, but it will go beyond the Torwali community and will reach to different indigenous, worldwide indigenous communities, and they can use this my research study as a model for their work. So the motivation for this research started from the very beginning when I was a student in a school in the Torwali belt in Swat, Pakistan. Because from that time I was thinking that definitely I will write something about the Torwali language, and especially I will develop the writing system for the Torwali language, because we have been blamed many times that we can't speak the Pashto or other languages very well, because all the teachers, 100% the teachers in the Torwali belt were and still in the high school they are non-Torwali, they are Pashto speakers, and 100% the students are Torwali. So there is a gap of knowledge, there's a gap of understanding between the teachers and students. So that's why this was the motivation from the very beginning, and with the passage of time I have done a lot of work before my PhD on the language, but during this PhD it is kind of academic attempt toward the analysis of my mother tongue. Actually, since last 10 years we are dealing with the provincial and the central government in Pakistan for inclusion of the indigenous languages in the education system of Pakistan. So far in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, they have included the 5 bigger languages in the education system, but rest of the 20 indigenous languages are still there, and we are working with the government to include all these indigenous languages, including Torwali language, in the education system. So my PhD is the description of the language for the first time, so it will play a very important role in the inclusion of Torwali language in the education system, because I will provide a solid ground for the policymakers. Then they can see that there is a writing system available, there is a sketch grammar available, and there is a solid academic study available for the Torwali language. So then it will be easy to include the language in the education system.